Good morning. Happy Monday. Today we're going to be looking at some special graphs, the ones of the weird slopes, the undefined slope and the zero slope. We'll talk about their equations and what they look like. So the first one there says the equation x equals a, it's right here, is a vertical line. Remember, vertical means up and down. So if we're talking an up and down line, we're talking undefined slope. So that means the equation goes through the x-axis at point A. A vertical line would go through the axis, not a horizontal line. Then the next one, the equation y equals b, is horizontal. Remember, horizontal means left to right and flat. It means the equation goes through the y-axis at point B. So notice in the horizontal and vertical line, there's only one letter. That's what makes them look a little different than some of our other problems we're going to see this next couple of months. Only one letter. If you ever see an equation of a line with only one letter, you know right away it's one of these two special ones, either vertical or horizontal. So the slope of all horizontal lines is actually the number 0. Now last week we were writing down the word 0, but it's also the number 0. Those mean the same thing. Alright, this would happen when anytime there's a rise of 0 and a run of any number, not just 5 like they're showing you over here. 0 is in your numerator. Doesn't matter what the bottom number is, it's always a 0 answer. But the slope of vertical lines is undefined because when you're doing rise over run and you get 0 as the run, that means left and right, you're not going anywhere. That is undefined. If you were to type any number divided by 0 in a calculator, you'd get an error message because it's not allowed to be done. So think about it. If you have 5 cookies and there's no one there, how many cookies does each person get? Well, that doesn't make any sense because there's no one there. All right, so let's look at some examples. All right, here's this first one. What we're going to graph is we're going to graph the equation x equals 3. And again, it looks a little weird. It looks like there's something missing there because there's only one letter. It says x equals 3, so we know for sure that the graph goes through here. We just have to think to ourselves, is it this the up and down one, or is this the left and right one? Well, let's think about it. If I'm going to say x equals 3, let's say I go to the right, this green dot here. Is x still 3 at that green dot? No, it's not. That's not a correct answer. Well, what about where this blue one is here? Is x still 3 there? Well, the coordinates at that point are 3 and 1. And the x number, yeah, the x is still 3. So that lets me know that this is an up and down line. Straight up and down through that particular spot. So it's kind of like the x over here. It's telling us where to cross the x-axis in a straight manner. We don't land on the x-axis, we cross the x-axis. All right, so let's look at one slightly different, but almost the same. Let's look at y equal to 3. So first off, we got a guaranteed answer up here at y equals 3. And now again, we're going to ask ourselves, is that going up, down? If I go up to this green dot right here, is that still y equals 3? No, that's y equals 4. That's not what we're supposed to have. We're supposed to still have y equals 3. What about that blue dot right there? Well, that would be the coordinates 1, 3, and the y is still 3, so that's correct. Again, it's going cross from left to right, a 0 slope. Right? Again, a good way to think about it is that this is where it crosses the y-axis. It doesn't stay on the y-axis, it just crosses it in that one spot only. Let's try one more. Let's try one with a negative in it. Let's do x equals negative 5. Alright, so it says x equals negative 5. I got one guaranteed. Uh-oh, I did it wrong. We all make mistakes. X-axis, you silly. X-axis at negative 5. And then again, I already know it's not going to land on the x-axis. It's going to cross the x-axis there. So that one's up and down. Alright, now if you've been watching this particular video and you've watched all the way to the end, you are one of the very few people who's actually doing that. So you're going to get some extra credit. All you have to do is one simple thing. You have to send me an email that says, I want extra credit. If you send me an email that says, I want extra credit, I'll give it to you. Good job watching the video all the way to the end, because clearly not everyone is doing that. So again, if you watch this video all the way to the end, you send me an email. If you don't know how to get to me on email, then maybe you should learn how to do that. Alright, so perfect chance to do it. If you want extra credit, send me an email that says, I want extra credit, and I'll give it to you. Alright, have a good day. Good luck.